Imagine a world where illness was met not with superstition and neglect, but with advanced medical science, specialized care, and profound compassion, freely available to all. A world where the mentally ill were treated with dignity, not chains. What you are about to discover is not a utopian fantasy, but the historical reality of the Maristan, the groundbreaking Islamic hospitals that redefined healthcare and laid the foundations for the modern medical institution, centuries before similar advancements emerged in the West. For many, the image of medieval healthcare conjures visions of barber surgeons, bloodletting, and unsanitary conditions. But while much of Europe grappled with rudimentary medicine often intertwined with religious dogma, a different reality was flourishing across the Islamic world. From Spain to India, a network of sophisticated medical institutions emerged, driven by scientific inquiry, ethical principles, and an unwavering commitment to human well-being. These were the Maristans, a term derived from the Persian word for place of the sick, and their story is one of the most compelling, yet often overlooked, chapters in human history. The roots of the Maristan lie deep within Islamic teachings, which emphasize compassion, charity, and the pursuit of knowledge. The Prophet Muhammad himself encouraged seeking treatment and even established a field hospital during a battle. Early Islamic society saw walking doctors and temporary clinics, but the true revolution began in the 9th century. The first documented Maristan with dedicated facilities was established in Baghdad by Caliph Harun al-Rashid, though it was during the time of his son, al-Ma'mun, and later Caliph al-Mutawakkil, that these institutions truly began to flourish, transforming from simple infirmaries into comprehensive medical centers. This wasn't merely about treating the sick, it was about elevating medicine to a science and healthcare to a public right. Step inside a Maristan, like the famous Adud al-Dawla Hospital in Baghdad, founded in 982 CE, and you would be astounded. These were not mere sick houses, they were multi-departmental medical cities. Imagine separate wards for men and women, for internal medicine, surgery, orthopedics, ophthalmology, and even infectious diseases, ensuring patient isolation and specialized care. Each ward had its own physician, nurses, and administrative staff. Fresh water flowed, ventilation was prioritized, and hygiene was paramount, a stark contrast to contemporary European practices. This systematic approach to healthcare management was centuries ahead of its time, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of public health and patient needs. Perhaps one of the most revolutionary aspects of the Maristan was its approach to mental health. While in many parts of the world, mental illness was attributed to demonic possession and met with brutality, the Maristan offered a sanctuary. Patients suffering from psychological conditions were given dedicated wards, often with soothing fountains and gardens. They received therapy, music, aromatherapy, and even occupational activities. The Maristan of Fez, established in the 13th century, is particularly noted for its compassionate psychiatric care, offering a blueprint for humane treatment that would not be widely adopted in Europe until the 18th and 19th centuries. This profound respect for the dignity of every human being, regardless of their condition, was a cornerstone of Islamic medical ethics. Maristans were not just hospitals, they were vibrant centers of medical education and research. They functioned as teaching hospitals where aspiring physicians learned through observation, practical experience, and rigorous study. Figures like Abu Bakr al-Razi, known in the West as Rhazes, a Persian polymath and physician of the 9th and 10th centuries, served as chief physician at the Maristan of Baghdad. His clinical observations, such as his groundbreaking differentiation between measles and smallpox, were honed within these institutions. Students were required to pass comprehensive examinations before practicing, and medical ethics, rooted in Islamic principles, were deeply ingrained. The systematic compilation of medical knowledge, from pharmacology to surgical techniques, flourished within these walls, forming the bedrock of future medical advancements. Crucially, Maristans were designed for everyone, regardless of social status, wealth, or religion. Treatment was entirely free, funded through a sophisticated system of charitable endowments known as Waqf. Wealthy individuals, rulers, and even ordinary citizens would donate land, buildings, or funds to sustain these institutions in perpetuity. This ensured that the sick and needy always had access to the best available care. The WAC system meant that doctors, nurses, and staff were paid, medicines were stocked, and facilities were maintained, embodying a profound commitment to social welfare and public health that was unparalleled globally for centuries. This model of sustainable, charitable healthcare provided a vital social safety net. The influence of the Maristan extended far beyond the Islamic world. As trade routes connected civilizations and scholars exchanged knowledge, the groundbreaking model of these hospitals began to inspire similar institutions in Europe. Crusaders, returning from the Middle East, encountered these advanced facilities and brought back ideas. Key elements: the separation of wards, the emphasis on hygiene, the role of medical education, and the concept of free, publicly funded care, gradually found their way into European healthcare. Though often unacknowledged, the Maristan provided the foundational blueprint for what we recognize today as the modern hospital, a testament to Islamic civilization's enduring legacy of innovation, science, and humanitarianism. Their principles continue to resonate, reminding us of a time when compassionate care was a universal right. The story of the Maristan is more than just medical history, it's a testament to a civilization that prioritized knowledge, compassion, and the dignity of every human life. It reveals a hidden chapter where scientific inquiry and ethical treatment converged to create institutions that were centuries ahead of their time, shaping the very fabric of global healthcare as we know it today. This legacy reminds us that true progress often comes from unexpected places, from forgotten eras, waiting to be rediscovered. If this journey into the Maristan has opened your eyes to the profound contributions of Islamic civilization, then join us in uncovering more such hidden histories. Like this video, share it with others, and comment below with your thoughts or other topics you'd like us to explore. And most importantly, subscribe to Ink and Empires to ensure you don't miss our next revelation. Together, let's illuminate the rich tapestry of our shared past.